Alright, today I'm starting a new series. It's called How to Create. We will be learning on simply how to use the Create mod. Today we're starting off very basic, and we'll be learning about basic stress like transportation. We'll be using all of these blocks. The most basic thing in the Create mod is probably shafts. All they do is they transfer rotation into a straight line. It just goes in a circle. Very basic, goes in a straight line. One of the most useful things in the game, though. Next up, we have the cogwheel. It is basically just another shaft, except it has like a little cog on it. It's meaning it's able to transfer rotation forward and backward, but also side to side. Whenever it goes side to side, though, the rotation becomes inverted. It goes backwards. Now, if I were to put a large one, down, it's able to go like that. Kind of side to side, but different. It's basically the same thing as a small cogwheel. It just transfers rotation. But if you put them next to each other, look at that. It's able to transfer diagonally. And whenever it transfers diagonally, if it's a small one going to a big one, it goes slower. But if it's a big one attached to a small one, it gets faster. It doubles each time. So if I were to stack a bunch of these, let's see how fast that's going. That's going 32 rounds per minute. That's a lot. But there's also another thing to take into account. If I put down just a basic mechanical press, that's using 32, and it leaves 480 stress units remaining on this network, which is powered by this single water wheel. Now, what if I were to speed it up? You probably are wondering what would happen. I put one next to each other, like that. It's going faster. It was going 4, now it's going 8. Let's see. 512 still. It's not going down, obviously, because it's just moving cogwheels. That's not going to use anything. But if I put that on there, look at that. It's using 64. That means there's only 448 left. Because if it goes faster, it needs more energy. So if I speed it up even more, it's still not using anything. But if I put that, and then I put that, it's already used half. Because it's using 256. That's half of the whole network. I can only put 2 of those before the network overstresses. That means that it's not able to move because there's not enough power. It's 256 stress units over. If I break it, it's back to normal. We're all good. Now, you may be wondering, what is all this other stuff in your hotbar? We have gearboxes. Both vertical and horizontal, they're basically the same thing. They don't change the speed at all. It's not affected anywhere, but the rotation is. Look at that. And look at that. They're going opposite directions. All it does is just transfer it. It's kind of like having 4 large cogwheels next to each other. Like that. It does the same exact thing. It just transfers rotation into 4 directions. But it does invert it. Like if you're going straight, I do that and I do that. Those 2 are going opposite directions. So make sure you're always aware of that whenever you're building. The next thing up on the list is the encased chain drive. It is able to transfer rotation side to side and is super helpful. Because you want to know what's really expensive? Stacking a bunch of cogwheels next to each other, and it also looks much better. If I do that, look at that. Look how much nicer that looks compared to this. And it's more efficient because you're able to put them sideways like that. Like I can normally just do them like that, and then I can put one and then I can put one like that, and then I can put another like that. And look. Oh wait. And it's perfect. It'll transfer rotation on any 4 axes, but only 2 of them are able to be used at a time, going up and down in a way. It does not change the speed at all. The speed stays the same throughout. And the rotation does not change at all. Make sure you know that. That's very important. Next up, we have the scary looking but not too clutch. It looks more complicated than it is. It's really just another encased chain drive, but slightly different. Basically what the clutch does is, or no, not encased chain drive, it's kind of like a shaft but different. Basically, whenever powered, say we have like some gears going, right? And then I turn it on, it completely stops. There's no more rotation going on at all after that. The rotation is still going in, but it's not being used. Right there, it's using 4 there, but it's not spinning at all. Now, if I were to do this, it would work. The gear shift, on the other hand, is similar just to stacking 2 cogwheels beside each other. It inverts the direction, if you see those, right? And then I power it, and look, it's backwards. This is super useful for if you need to make something that swivels back and forth. Next up, we have the adjustable chain gear shift. This thing is very scary. Basically, it's just like a normal encased chain drive. It'll connect to them, but if I add a shaft, look at that, it's all normal and slow, right? It's all 4 RPM until I turn the lever up. Boom! Now, all the other ones, except for the chain one, except for like the one that's being powered, are going double the speed. But that's because it's the input. If it's not the input, and it's, for example, at the other end, instead, it will wait, let me turn on. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, there we go, okay. Instead, now, it'll half the RPM, and it won't do anything to the other ones. So if you have, like, a press, for example, that uses up a bunch of stress units, and you have a mixer beside it, you don't want your press to be using up all your stress units. You want your mixer to, because it needs to be spinning fast. So your press will use less stress units, but be going slower. But your mixer will be going faster, and will be using more stress units. Next up is how to make power, and that will be in the next episode.